You read your Bible. You have a personal relationship with God. You know, go on with your life. Hello?
It's a voice message.
You know what I mean?
He
If
answered
your
the
life
phone
is
now.
terrible, or if your life is bad, if your life is good,
That's your phone number, I
you
call.
keep moving on. That's just the way life is. That's what I think. Don't accuse anybody. Don't accuse God, because what happened that day.
Might not happen the next day.
Don't accuse God what happened the next day after. I think everybody's life is a test in their lives. It's like kind of like driving a car.
But y'all don't drive cars too well, but that's all right.
It is. It's kind of like driving a car. You driving your car, you don't know where you're going, but you're trying to find out where you're going. Same.
It just rings, huh?
Getting to your destination.
Because the first he had on voice message, then last my call was voice message, and then he had it back to ringing. I'm trying to feel like he ain't answering the phone no more. When he first answered the phone, all that noise I couldn't even hear that well in that part.
See, you weren't able to get the address phone?
No, because at first when he was talking to me, I heard him. I couldn't really. It was a guy that he had a foreign accent, and he seemed like he was could have been
Indian?
yeah, Indian from Middle East possibly. And it's like I know he was saying 415 or 417. I don't know if he was saying that was the number. Oh, that's another brother. He writing books. I wish I got him in here. Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, man, it changes, man. To be honestly about it, I don't like when it comes to religion. I'm just joking, but I'm joking though. Honestly, I'm joking about it, but it's life is a serious thing because depending on how you look at it, life can be as complex and serious as you can imagine, and beyond that, you know. And life can be.
But it depends on how you take it.
It depends on how you take it because you know what. I'm telling you this story. I don't know what y'all feel.
But see, you gotta understand something. God knows each and every one of us, right?
Yeah.
So he's not gonna put so much on you
That you can't handle.
that you can't handle. So you ain't got no excuse.
We all can have excuses.
People have excuses. People have excuses. First thing they do is blame God. He's not doing anything. What he does is that take pressure off of you. And what you have.
Do you believe in prophets?
Of course I believe in prophets.
Well, I think I'm a prophet.
Prophets is like you and I and us.
Yeah, I think I'm a prophet.
Yeah, that's prophets.
Be careful.
The only-
Jim Jones on the telephone. Said that the whole network.
Prophets is like that. You got angels. Prophets is angels.
Yeah. Let's get the poem.
Let's get the poem going. Yeah.
Come on, sister.
Okay.
When your sister's in trouble.
It's a poem I wrote a few years ago. I performed it in 2008. First, giving honor to the Holy Elohim, I have a message for all of you. This message is dedicated to all who seek the true knowledge of the universe, who seek the truth in all things. Those who are shunned and persecuted for the sake of righteousness, I seek peace, love, and knowledge. World knowledge, self-knowledge, and spiritual knowledge. I am trillions of light years old. I am from up above amongst the galaxy of stars. I am more than a conqueror. I am more than a warrior. I am more than anything but infinite consciousness that has power over all things. The true light I am. I am a goddess. I am the light that shines in darkness. I speak to my people. Arise and reawaken. Arise and reawaken to the consciousness of your oneness with the all. For the day of reckoning is coming, and you deserve to be in the 144,000. The devil said he's going to get every last one of them, except the purified ones. Each and every one of you needs to stay on the path of righteousness, but break the spell of the unrighteous ones. Open up your eyes and see that the very answer you seek outside of yourself, it lies within you. Now ask yourself, am I part of the problem or am I a part of the solution? What side are you really on, Arma or Get On? You have the free will to make a choice. The choice is up to you and only you. Stay informed, my sisters and my brothers. Pay attention to the things that are happening around the world. Pay attention and take care of your health and well-being. If you do not remember any of the words I have spoken today, you better remember this. Ask questions about everything. Question everything. Over 300 years of being forced not to read and write still hinders us from receiving the true knowledge of the universe. Don't point and blame. See and understand. Try to find balance in your life and relationships. Never give up. For you are more powerful than you really think you are. Wake up, my people. It's time to wake up. It's time to realize who you truly are. So that's
Nice, that's awesome.
yeah. Thank you.
That's nice.
That's great.
Soul flower.
That was inspiring.
Thank you.
That's cool. So, do you read African American literature too?
Not much as I used to.
Yeah, I got a sense of that. Have you read The Narrative of a Slave's Life?
No, I read.
You should read that. You should read it by Frederick Douglass.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like he actually taught himself how to read and write. Like, and he talks about the experience of like growing up. And his biggest motivation was when he was little. He was at the slave master's house, and they were teaching the kids how to read, and like the lady of the house was teaching Frederick how to read it, and then the guy came up there, and the man, he was like, "Hey, don't ever teach a Negro how to read. If you teach him how to read, you can't keep him." And so he was like 8 years old, and he realized like, wow, what, reading scares him. So guess what? I'm going to do this more and more. So he fought to become like an educated person, and he became like one of the most prolific writers ever. Like wrote a narrative of his experiences as a slave, and then just wrote like tons of speeches. Went over to, like, this is in the 1800s. Black man went over to Europe and spoke to the House of Parliament out there. And his slave was like, "Man, when you come back, boy, we gonna come, And he's over there like, and he was just like such a bright light.
The flowers tribe dancing with him.
Such a bright light. Like, it's kind of like you have this supposedly slave, and then you have, this guy's a slave, and he's so intelligent, eloquent, just a beautiful human being, right?
Talk to the people that know him.
And then, then you have like the slave driver, right? The guy who wanted him back, right? Just the epitome of ignorance, and it just showed you like just the wrongness of slavery. It's kind of I'm your slave driver.
It's in the book,
And you're like,
the Reading Rainbow.
And he was able to, he showed
I
really showed that
can't go
by who he
anywhere.
he was able to have a lot of impact on people. Just because he was just such an eloquent, intelligent being. Gonna make you look like, you see, it's like that guy's a slave. They got this guy chained up, and he's so, just when he spoke, the way he wrote speeches, it'd just be like, man, wow. It'd be like, imagine Barack Obama as a slave. And
He would be Uncle Tom.
Imagine Barack Obama as a slave, and you saw him in the 1800s, and he was shackled and enslaved, and he was like, 100 times more intelligent than the slave master. That was Frederick Douglass, maybe even more intelligent than Barack Obama.
Get over yourself.
And it just shows like, when you grow, inwardly, that's what I learned from that was just like, I got that from the poem, like when he said 300 years of not being taught,
How to read.
how to read, still holds us back, right?
You got a lot of people today still the same way, can't read or write. And that should get the book out.
I know, for me, I dropped out of high school.
You got that's ain't you finished with it yet?
It's a poem.
It's a point. Well, you can make it as a book.
I know, for me personally, I dropped out.
See, we talk about changing messages and poems.
I got caught up. For us.
I think it's good.
It's tight.
And I think you should continue it. You know what I mean? So kind of.
A lot of us, like, man, being intelligent or reading is not cool.
Yeah.
Like we get caught up in a whole.
We have that here a lot. If we ain't a certain way, we down ourselves. About ourselves. Each and every one of us, So that's very important.
That's why I wrote it.
Yeah.
Inspiring, very inspiring. I wouldn't say I'm a goddess though.
No,
Okay, I understand.
But I'm a king. And kings, goddesses alone, okay? Thank y'all for being part of the Reading Rainbow.
You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome.